Siddharth Arts, Commerce and Science College, Chakrabad. My roll number in this refresher course on environmental studies and sustainable development is 18. For the micro teaching, I have chosen one topic in chemistry, that is the synthesis, characterization, and antimicrobial activity of some lanthanide metal complexes of tetradentate skip-based ligand. This topic is divided into the five parts. Now, the metal complexes. There are various natural occurring metal complexes which play a vital role in our life. So, the best example of the metal complexes is the chlorophyll pigment, hemoglobin. The chlorophyll pigment is nothing but the chelate of the magnesium metal. The vitamin B12, which is the cobalt complex, which is found the combination of cobalt metal with the organic moiety. The CPS and the metal complexes play an important role in an coordination chemistry. Now, these key bases are nothing but the condensation product of these active carbonyl group with these and these amines. When this active carbonyl compound and these amines are condensed together, it forms this azothione group. This azothione group is highly active and it is electron rich. It can donate the electron to the metal line. Uh, in my present study, I have synthesized a tetradentate skip-based ligand. That tetradentate skip-based ligand is prepared in a two-step. In the first step, this orthophenylene diamine and this dehydroxyic acid both are refluxed for 3 hours in ethanol solution, and this monodentate skip base is obtained. Now, from this is the characterization data of this ligand. Here we can see that the peak, which is obtained at 2.12, is due to 2.12 delta ppm, is due to these three hydrogens of this dehydroxyic acid. The peak at 2.30 is due to these three hydrogens of this C double bond N group. Now, the peak at this peak, which is at 3.4, is due to these two hydrogens of the nitrogen atom, and the peak at 5.8, which is due to here. Here is the enolic OH will be formed. This CH3 and this O, it will give the enolic OH. For due to this, it gives the value of here the peak at 5.80 is due to the one hydrogen of this enolic OH. Now, the peaks which are obtained in the range of 6.8 to 7.4 are due to these aromatic hydrogen atoms. The peak which is obtained at 15.1 is due to this enolic OH group. This is the IR spectrum. From this IR spectrum, these donor site are obtained. This is the mass spectra. From this mass spectra, it is observed that the observed mass and the calculated mass is near about equal. In a second step, in the second step of synthesis, this intermediate and salicylic acid is refluxed for near about 3 hours, and this 4 tetradentate skip-based ligand is obtained. This is the spectra of this tetradentate skip-based ligand. Here we can observe that all these peaks are similar to the previous peaks, only the new peak is added, which is and one is disappeared. The new one added is the due to this phenolic OH, which is at 11.1. Here we can see that at 11.1 this phenolic OH peak is obtained, and the nitrogen atoms peak, which was at 3.4, that was disappeared. This is the mass spectrum, shows that the found and the calculated weight of this tetradentate based ligand is near about equal. This is the CHNS data of this ligand. Now these metal complexes are synthesized with by refluxing the metal nitrate solution and the ligand solution in an equal proportion for about 2 to 3 hours. The pH of this solution is maintained by adding 10% of alcoholic ammonia, and the precipitate which was obtained, that precipitate is dried and purified by petroleum ether. Now here we can see that the these are the molecular weight of the ligand and molecular weight of the metal complexes. The melting point of the ligand and the metal complexes shows that the melting point of metal complexes is increased as compared to the ligand. This is the CHMS data of these metal complexes and the ligand. Now, the main part of this study is the antifungal and the antibacterial activity. For this, we have taken the antifungal activity is done against the Aspergillus niger and the Trichoderma by micellar pivot method using glucose nitrate medium at 250 and 500 ppm, and the antibacterial study is done against E. coli and Staphylococcus bacteria by paper disc plate method with the nutrient agar medium. Here, the ciprofloxacin is used as a standard. These are the data of antifungal activity. Here we can clearly show this as compared to this ligand, these metal complexes show the higher activity, and this is the antifungal activity of this control. Here is the antibacterial activity study result. From this antibacterial study result, we can observe that the metal complexes show higher antibacterial activity as compared to, here we can observe that these metal complexes shows higher antibacterial activity as compared to the ligand. Then the question is that why these metal complexes show the higher activity than this ligand? The answer of this is that uh, this is explained on the chelation theory and the overtone concept of cell permeability. The lipid membrane surrounding the cell favors the passage of only the lipid soluble material, which means the lipophilicity is an important factor controlling the antimicrobial activity. The increase in lipophilicity enhances the penetration of the metal complex into the lipid membrane and block the metal binding sites of the enzyme of microorganism. Metal complexes also disturb the respiration process of the cell and flux block the synthesis of protein, which restrict further the growth of the organism. Due to this reason, the biological activity of chelating agent is enhanced in presence of metal. This is a consequence of increased lipid solubility of the metal complex as compared to the parent ligand. Transport of both metal and ligand across the lipophilic membrane to vital intermolecular sites is favored by chelation. So finally, we have concluded that the tetradentate is basically used in the present study were synthesized by condensation of substituted diamine and dihydroacetic acid and various substituted aldehydes. All the ligands are yellowish in color and soluble in methanol ethanol. These metal complexes are synthesized by refluxing metal nitrate in 1:1 proportion. This metal complexes shows antifungal and antibacterial activity, and overall the metal complex structure is defined as octahedral geometry. So for this presentation, I have used these publications. These are all my publications. So from from me, I am thankful to the course coordinator, Dr. Badila sir, then the director of this academic staff college, Mustajib Khan sir, and all the team members of this academic staff college. I am very much thankful for giving me this opportunity. So, lastly, thank you very much.